So I had somebody questioning me about the ladder. They said that they didn't think that it was a Gorilla ladder because of the style of catches and latches and stuff, and they thought it was a Werner ladder, which is technically correct. I think the Gorilla and the Little Giant are both actually Werner ladders, but this particular one that I got from Home Depot, as you can see, I've just shoved the two ends back together, and then I've got the other broken pieces over there. But the one that I got from Home Depot, this is an earlier Gorilla ladder, and I can prove it, I think, if I can get my focus. Focus. What is wrong with you? Apparently I can't prove it. Let me pause this and come back again. Well, there you go. I'm able to zoom in and see it. Let's see if I can zoom back out again. Boom. Okay, yeah, that's working now. Huh. Won't focus in the middle one, but it will on the close one. Anyways, it is a Gorilla ladder. So, well, it's from 2006. I have had this ladder for a long time, and quite honestly, I was super bummed out that I murdered it, because this is one of my favorite ladders ever. I will definitely replace it with a newer version. I think the newer version has little trailing wheels on the bottom too, so that when you drag it around, you can, excuse me, I'm gonna die there. You can move it around without having to pick it up and carry it. I also got the optional pieces here to make it into scaffolding. So these go into here. It slides into the ladder once I take this piece out. Goes into there, and then you use both of the base pieces, and then you have a little short piece of scaffolding. So the theory is you've got your one piece that's got the hinge on it. This would be the other piece with the hinge on it before I just chopped it off. And that would make one piece of scaffolding, and then this makes the other piece, and then you put a plank on it. And I actually bought the plank too. Oh, there it is. So the plank's up there. So that is the Little Giant plank that goes on the scaffolding. That is also super handy to have. So once we get back to painting, we'll use that again. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a crazy ladder fetish. Yeah, that's crazy. I admit it. I like my ladders. I'm also freezing, so I'm gonna get out of here. But anyways, yep, this is in fact a little, not a Little Giant. This is in fact a Gorilla ladder. It's just one of the earlier ones. And, oh, see, that shows the optional pieces that I got there. Boy, I'm cold. That's why I don't know why. It's sunny out, and it looks like it should be warmer than it actually is, but it's not. So yeah, this ladder is awesome, and as long as you don't run over it with a huge truck, oh, it'll be fine. We are headed back in. It's crazy because it's sunny out, so it gives you the impression that the weather's really nice. But it's not. It's like 35 degrees. It was snowing this morning. That's just wrong. Okay, so I've had a couple of people ask me, how in heck did you manage to run your ladder over? Well, lucky for you, through the powers of video, I can show you exactly how I managed to run my ladder over. This is our set of security cameras, and as you can see, I'm walking the ladder to the back of the truck. I had the ladder back there because I needed to get up into the back of the truck so that I could tighten up the backside. You can see that side piece of the truck right there sort of leaning out a little bit. So I needed to put a come along in there and pull that in, because where I needed to back it in, it needed to be straight up and down and parallel with my fence, so I didn't rip part of the fence apart. So I set the fence up there, and then while I was setting the fence up, we had a visitor show up that I was not expecting, and then they got there, and Ted and I went up there to greet them. We had some stuff that we had to get out of there, so it took a couple of minutes to get all the gear out of their car and everything like that. And then once we got done talking and everything, I guess I just kind of lost track of what was going on, because that's how my brain works. So then after that, I ended up going back to the truck again. So sadly, after getting Ted situated in the cab of the truck and getting prepared to move, I had completely forgotten about the ladder that you can see behind the truck. So in order to clear the edge of the garage, I had to drive forward a little bit. So I pulled forward so that I could get lined back up again. But still, I can't see the ladder because it doesn't show up in either of the side mirrors because it's directly in the center of the truck. So then I just started backing right on up without a care in the world until I felt or heard the inevitable crunching of my ladder. And then I put the brakes on. And then the rest is pretty much history. So now you know the story of how I managed to run my ladder over. And you've seen actual unretouched video goodness to prove my side of the story. Yeah, good times. I'll also put a link in the description of the other video that shows the aftermath of the ladder and the horrible damage on the back of this truck from my ladder. Yeah, it's pretty rough to watch.